All right, you guys knew this one was going to be a little spicier than usual. We're talking Elon Musk, that whole shit show with the Trump tweet.
Yeah.
And honestly, just how batshit crazy the internet can be.
It's a wild world out there.
So before we dive into this dumpster fire, a friendly reminder that you got to be over 18 to be listening to this. This ain't your PG-rated deep dive,
Definitely not.
Good. Now, let's cut the crap and get right to it. Musk tweeting a link to theamericapac.org with a straight-up endorsement of Trump.
It's like, what the actual hell, dude?
It was unexpected, to say the least, even for Elon.
Seriously. I mean, he's always been a bit out there, but this felt different.
Yeah.
So, expert speaker, break it down for us. For those of us who don't have a running spreadsheet of every asshat political group, what's the deal with this PAC? What makes them so special that Musk decided to publicly hitch his wagon to them? Right, so this PAC, the America PAC, they're not exactly a household name. At least they weren't before Musk tweeted about them. They popped up kind of recently, and they push some, let's just say, interesting policies, like the kind of stuff that makes you raise an eyebrow and go, really?
Interesting how?
Okay.
Give us the juicy details.
Well, think very much aligned with what Trump's been peddling, like hard right kind of stuff, immigration, economy, the whole nine yards.
Okay, so this wasn't just some random endorsement then. It was strategic, right?
Yeah.
He was targeting a specific audience with this, not just your average Joe on Twitter.
Exactly. This was calculated, whether you think it was a stroke of genius or completely batshit crazy. Musk knows his audience. He knows who's out there, what they care about, and he knew this would get people talking, pissed off or not.
I mean, it definitely got people talking. It's classic Musk, though, right?
Yeah.
Disruptive, attention-grabbing, kind of his MO, whether it's launching cars into space or, stirring the political pot.
Oh, absolutely. It's that whole move fast and break things ethos, but applied to the political landscape, And he's used to being the disruptor, first with tech, and now it's like he's trying to do the same thing with politics.
Right. But this is politics we're talking about, not launching a Tesla Roadster into orbit. People get seriously, emotionally invested in this stuff. What was the fallout like after that tweet? Was it just a bunch of people yelling into the void, or did it actually go somewhere?
Oh, it was a complete shit show, as you'd expect. It was like the internet collectively lost its mind. Politicians on both sides were having meltdowns on Twitter. Celebrities were jumping in, ranting, raving. You had everyday people either praising Musk, calling him a genius, or demanding a boycott of Tesla overnight.
Oh, so the full spectrum of internet reactions then. Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was wild.
But okay, let's get real for a second. Does any of this actually matter in the grand scheme of things? Like one tweet from a billionaire, even one as loud and obnoxious as Musk, does it actually move the needle?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? On the surface, it's easy to dismiss this as just another celebrity throwing their weight around, right? But Musk's different. He's not just a rich dude with a Twitter account. He controls this massive media empire. He's got his fingers in all these pies, and he directly influences what millions of people see and hear every single day.
And what they think, let's be honest.
Exactly. To say he doesn't have power, to say this wasn't calculated, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's actually kind of terrifying if you think about it too much.
It is. It's a huge responsibility, one that he doesn't always seem to take that seriously.
Yeah.
This whole situation just highlights how much power these tech giants have and how social media has become this double-edged sword. On one hand, it can be used for good, but on the other hand, it's a breeding ground for misinformation, propaganda, and just straight up bullshit.
And people eat it up.
They do. And someone like Musk, with his reach, he can use that platform to influence people on a massive scale, for better or worse. And that's the scary part.
So what's the takeaway for all of us then? Besides feeling the need for 10 showers after wading through the sewer of the internet for this deep dive.
I think it's just a reminder to be critical, to question everything, especially when it comes from someone with as much influence as Elon Musk. Don't take anything at face value. Don't let yourself get caught up in the hype or the outrage. And for God's sake, think for yourself. Don't let some billionaire on Twitter do your thinking for you.
Amen to that. And on that note, I'm going to go pour myself a very stiff drink. This has been an experience.